Welcome back, 5 Aces.
Battle control initialized.
Hey people, 5 Aces here, and welcome to Lockdown TV, Day 2. Yes, we're having a statewide lockdown. I'm sitting at home on a Sunday right now. Obviously, I'm still allowed to go outside, plus technically I'm also mandated to work on Monday. So there's that, but for now, we're just content sitting back and playing some video games and casting video games, more importantly. This is gonna be the RATL Team League Finals between two teams that we have casted throughout the semifinals already. Now they're meeting head to head, and let's see how this is gonna go, mano a mano. The Western Front spawning in as the Brits and Germany respectively. It is going to be Mr. Morkel, Vice Champion of RAGL, current reigning Vice Champion I might add, because the new season's about to start, but more on that later. And his teammate is going to be also Masters League player WhoCares. And their style can only be described as a bit experimental. Throw stuff at the wall, see what sticks. And their opponents have been very methodical and very with lots of controlled aggression. It is going to be in the Eastern Front, spawning as Germany and Ukraine instead, Mr. Happy, also Masters League player, and Mr. Goat, Masters League champion. So yeah, very, very high tier here. And we're obviously starting out with double ref for 3 out of 4 players. Only Goat going War Factory first, so this leads me to believe that maybe he wants to support the infantry from Happy with a Ranger, or maybe he just wants to go heavy macro. Let's see where this leads us. Goat is getting away with an early engineer, completely unsecured, but yeah, not for too long. Not for too long indeed. There's gonna be a concave of riflemen streaming in from WhoCares, or rather a conga line, plus 1 medic, give or take. Ooh, the engineer for WhoCares, treading on dangerous territory. But engineer exfiltrates safely, that's a double oil derrick taken. Double oil derrick for both of them, except the infantry for WhoCares is now in a weird position because it doesn't have any rockets to protect them, so this is gonna be easy prey for the APC that has been rushed out. Okay, so Goat went for 1 harvester into APC, kind of a greedy build, if you will. He's gonna find the engineer though. I honestly think this is gonna pay for itself. Oh, doesn't get the crushes just yet, but it's only a matter of time until all of this is dead. So good tactical choice here from Goat. And a solid blob out for Happy, also supporting with some bolstering medics. Okay, engineer lives for now. He's on a timer though. If the APC ever sniffs him out, he's dead. Ranger is coming out online for Morkel. So he's also trying to solidify his position. Ranger plus infantry blob versus Ranger plus infantry blob usually favors the guy with more rifles, because Rangers have light armor, and light armor takes a lot of damage from rifles. Who would have thought? So early rockets in an allied mirror can be kind of sketchy. But instead Morkel is just going for a scouting run and a little drive-by. There's a light tank out from WhoCares, okay? Okay. Nothing much to see in the base for the time being, at least. Sees that there is no cheese in the makings. Pillbox has been forced. That's, you know, 300 down the drain, if you factor in the cell. He's trying to get in for a block, yep. That's not gonna be very impactful, because there's 3 refineries. That was never gonna buy him much time there. Okay, WhoCares has found his way onto the oil derrick. The traditional medic being sacked. This is a good old RAGL tradition. For good fortune. No one out on the map just yet. This is going to be the MCV timings. Morkel is the first one to rush out an MCV. Does he have? Yeah, 5 harvesters. And there is also 5 with an extra refinery for WhoCares. So the builds kind of mirroring each other right now, it's just a matter of the timings. Lots of infantry streaming over from Happy, but really builds are mirrored. The light tank finds a good timing window, so far only 2 rockets. Ooh, and down goes the APC. So Goat, slight early disadvantage here. He's also gonna get out-muscled by all the infantry. Goat is sensing a base push coming, but that's a bit of an... The whiff that he has gotten here is not actually correct. It's a nice little living wall. Walling off with infantry is Happy. But with the Ranger drawing a bit closer, this could be easily picked off. Okay, very interesting position for the Conyard of Happy. He can't deploy here. He needs to, I think, get into the middle. That would be a safe spot. Decides to play it safe, though. Okay, now he's going forward. Oh, I love those refineries now. You can pass under them. Makes them so much more usable. Ranger trying for a block, but it's not happening. Well, there was an attempt. Is the base push gonna come now? No. WhoCares is just gonna solidify his half of the map without actually threatening the half of Goat. This could get really explosive real quickly. Ooh, down goes the Ranger. But the force spearheading its way in, and the forces of Morkel are kind of not in position just yet. Needs to take a while in order to get in position. Out come the pillboxes now. Yeah, Happy's getting pushed back. On the other side... Uh-oh, these infantry, that's completely backwards. The tanks are in the back lines, not soaking up any damage just now. Wow, light tank goes for some good crushes though. And WhoCares just has the bigger army right now. Wow, getting completely dismantled is Goat. Okay, Goat's still happy to, WhoCares still happy to push on through. WhoCares is looking good for the time being. Only rifles remaining, and there's the base push. WhoCares definitely taking a trade up here. Morkel and Happy in for a standoff. Goat is already thinking he's dead. I mean, that's a bit early to call. But he's lost the Harvester, has lost his mining spots. The tanks are going on a chase, going to pick off the Harvester as well. Yeah, maybe the writing's on the wall here. Game 1. That would have been a super, super quick game 1. So much concentrated infantry. Happy's like, well, hands up in the air. There was nothing we could have done. Oh yeah, MCV is forced back. The Harvester is coming in for some good crushes. But never count Happy and Goat out. They're very good players. Very solid. In the meantime, this little dispatch has found 2 ore trucks. Not too bad, not too bad. And there is still mining from Goat. Huh. Has he spoken too soon? Alright, there's a couple more pillboxes coming in. With the help of that. Oh, that's Happy's main expansion getting killed though. Getting killed off, and the Zook's track for the kill. So it's looking increasingly like Happy and Goat are both getting pushed back on their respective fronts. However, the mining has not been denied. And 3 Harvesters have been lost here in this massacre. So at the end of the day, it's really not that much of an advantage that both Goat and Happy were taking from this. Not that much of an advantage that WhoCares and Morkel got from this. Oh no. Oh no. The entire eco fleet. 1 Harvester down. Is this the turnaround? This is starting to look like a turnaround. It looked so good for them for a brief moment. Until they lost all the Harvesters. Is this the comeback? Yeah, starting to look increasingly like it. This defensive line is not really doing anything. Goat has kind of stabilized. He's got 2 ore trucks at the expansion, so still some mining possible. The ore trucks of WhoCares got forced off the line. 2 of them got killed. Yeah. Starting to sense a pattern here. Let's see the econ situation. 5 and 6 under 7 and 8. And those are consecutive numbers here. Not looking good for Morkel and WhoCares. Another Harvester dying. Another tank going down as well. He is bleeding. He is bleeding on many fronts, dying the death of 1,000 cuts right here. Okay, there's the Radadome for WhoCares. So the artillery have to turn it around. Needs a good artillery timing. Are they calling it? I wouldn't necessarily say it's over. Hold the line. Hold the line protocol has been initiated. Up top, 1 more Harvester down. Yeah. Morkel is not seeing a way back into this game here. 2nd Harvester down. Refinery down. Oh no, they haven't taken their gem mines either. The gem eco is flourishing for Goats, and WhoCares just now opting for one of those? Okay. WhoCares is trying again with a second attempt. Not finding anything though, and the airfields have started rolling out for a goat, so there's gonna be just a matter of time until this defensive line can get cracked by the Ukrainian care package drop. Some more aggression onto the harvesters. And death by 1,000 cuts. GG here. Oh, the MCV got killed off as well. Yeah, WhoCares trying his best, but at the end of the day, it just didn't have the impact. He pushed goat back, yes, but he didn't actually kill anything. No important econ died, so that's the 1-0 up here. This is a best of 5 though, so we're gonna go straight on over to game 2.
Battle control terminated. Battle control initialized.
And the map in question is going to be Teufelsberg, aka Devil's Mountain. This is where they grow the devil's lettuce, as you can see here. Ritually burning their devil's lettuce here. Yeah, those guys look like zombie stoners, definitely. Look at them dancing. They're happy. They're just really joyful. Enjoying the fumes here. Having a chill lockdown afternoon in their biolab. Alrighty, so that is going to be Happy and Goat spawning in the bottom left. This time as double allies, it's quadruple allies, jeez. And Morkel and WhoCares both spawning as Brits, which has now taken the spot of France as the worst faction in the game, because they now have access to, no longer have access to the base transport. Instead, they now have to make do with the mobile gap generator. Okay, so this is a large map. I'm not expecting any crazy rushes here. Time to go out. 2 options on large maps. Either rush out a war factory, go for some early map control via vehicles, macro up, because early aggression takes too long. Still though, Goat and Happy are both content just going for double rev. I wouldn't do it on a map like this. Ah, Caution was streaming, by the way, yeah. So watch the live casts if you want on his channel. Medic guarding the home. Guarding the home base, alright. Oil derricks being taken. Those oil derricks are few and far apart, so even if you manage to get a hold of them, it's not gonna pay off until much later in the game. Gonna take a while. War Factory is a bit earlier for WhoCares. He skipped racks. No, here's a rifle out. Did he sell his rack? No, there it is. Never mind. Never mind. He's doing all of this on... No, just a regular build. Ooh, they got the engineer. Nice. No, wait, there he is. I stand corrected 3 times in a row. 3 times the charm. Infantry being traded off, Goat getting a better end of this. Ha! Tattling on WhoCares. WhoCares War Factory first. This is important information though. This means that the infantry mass is not going to be as big for him. Light tank, I'm sensing... Yeah. He's being pushed. He's pushing the infantry around, but soon going to be bullied around by the rocket soldiers, so... Maybe his gaming sense can tell him where he finds an engineer. Uh-oh, he's trapping himself. Still looking out for the engineer, taking a couple Zook shots. Not dying for the time, but didn't really have an impact. Didn't do much. Oil derrick for Morkel is starting to take some chip damage here, but lots of medics should actually be able to fight against the ranger. Morkel got the hospital. Yes, there is something. Ah, the engineer has been found by WhoCares. Almost gets his tank killed, but manages to exfiltrate safely. It is also up to 5 harvesters. Plus his service depot timing is just going to be slightly faster. Alright, that down goes the derrick. So no oil income for WhoCares for the time being. And Rangers just passing by each other like ships in the night. Ranger is going for a scouting run. Goat might be going for his double wombo combo of light tank ranger. Doesn't seem to be the case. Nope. His service depot is ready. A bit delayed. He's not placing it. He's off by a couple seconds already. That does matter. Oh, that's kind of sweet and cheesy. What he tried doing is drop the rocket soldier off to finish the tank off on the repair pad. Was a nice idea. Oh, so the 1-2 punch combo is here for Goat. Light tank, ranger into infantry. I like that combination with some medics as well to boot. That gives allies some early game punch. Especially if you're up against a flak truck or something. Scouting Ranger doesn't find much except a lot of damage to the face. Yeah, as I've mentioned previously, Goat apparently comes from an Age of Empires 2 context. So he's someone who knows his timings. Oh, Morkel's Ranger! One of the most important skills in this game is having your timings down, so you can like advance through the ages faster than your opponent. So he's usually someone who's really good with those timings. Also some really good early game aggression. Block on the MCV of Happy, but ultimately gets deployed. Out comes an MCV here as well. So just very even game thus far. We're gonna take a look at the economical situation. Happy's broke. He's on 6 harvesters though. With an oil derrick to boot. So yeah, kind of similar situation. You can see the scaling is just slower if you go War Factory first. Doesn't matter when you start infantry production, you're gonna be starting it later than your opposition, or else you're gonna be broke for the rest of the game. So that's why the statistics are looking the way they're looking right now. Morkel also establishing his position. So kind of a split map, Ranger going down. Nothing too crazy in this game just yet. Gearing up for a base push. There is no meat shield out for Morkel. This is a precarious timing. He needs to pull his tanks. Even this tank, I think this needs to be replaced with a rifleman for scouting, and then just send his tanks forward, so he can soak up some damage. Yeah. Goat is gearing up for a base push. Uh-oh. WhoCares still has the smaller army. Might find a nasty timing here. Happy is gearing up as well. This is the double push. And Morkel's army out of position. What is he doing there? Same for WhoCares. Yikes! It's going from bad to worse. Bad timing. Gets to push the MCV back, but at what cost? He already lost half his army. And when you're behind in army value, that is a terrifying prospect. Down goes one of the racks at least. Starting to deal with this base push a little bit, little by little. Yeah, force is overwhelming. So much more mass out for Happy. He's also... I know him. He's just queued up 200 pillboxes. That's just the way Happy plays. Well, nice singling out of the rocket soldiers there. Okay, so at the end of the day, he manages to hold. WhoCares is still stabilizing. This is just one base push away from collapsing though. Morkel's army is woefully out of position yet again. It's gearing up for a flank, but there's a counter flank. And the light tank actually has found most of the scouting ranges thus far. So no more scouting for Team 2. Oh no, is it gonna be this again? Are we having the engineer infiltration tactics? Oh no. War Factory, Service Depot, all your base are belong to Goat. This is terrible. Well, this is starting to look very bleak. Main base for Morkel is no more. No more vehicle production for him. His radar dome is now completely useless. He can go for a helipad, but look. There's a base in your base. Your dog, I heard you like bases, so we put a base in your base. Oh no. Is he on radar tech just yet? No, not just yet. Otherwise he could even start going for artilleries. Man, that was a costly endeavor. What a bad timing. Just a moment of oversight, and okay, there's an artillery out for WhoCares, trying to deal with this. Even still, just 15 seconds until his War Factory can't even come online again. And during all that time, that was just Goat mustering up his forces, scaling up, waiting for the time to strike. The time is here, the time is now. The tank's going on a harvester scavenger hunt as well. It is looking very bleak. Oh, this tank is forced off the harvester as well. So a bit of a worker union strike here. Goat is splitting up his forces, that's so smart. He doesn't really need to win an all-out engagement, he just needs to harass him off the eco. That's exactly what he's doing, splitting up his forces so well. The meat shield is starting to fall, but I think it's gonna be enough. Yeah, especially with those crushes. With those crushes in mind, there's just no redemption. That is gonna be Morkel pushed out of the game straight up. No chance at a comeback as far as I can see. Artillery trying to go for the center of mass. Hitting a couple good shots. No, that one wasn't good. That one was. One more. A bit of indecisiveness here from Goat. Yeah, but the artilleries go down. Oh, the writing's on the wall. Goat has managed to deal with all the econ here. GG being called by Morkel. And that leaves WhoCares to fend for himself. All hands on deck. This is it for game 2. That's a 2-0 here. So let's see if they can pull off a redemption arc in game 3.
Battle control terminated. Battle control initialized.
Round 3, fight. Because this is gonna be black belt. Haven't seen this map before. Reminds me of green belt. It's just, I guess, an extended version. Green belt director's cut, if you will. Also has this, the block in the middle and then a left-right scenario. It's also grass tiles, so there's that. Your starting eco here is actually kind of scarce. The ore field is large and rich, but as soon as that runs dry, you're on 5 mines for 2 players combined. So you need to secure your flanks on this. This is not a map where you can play one base. Morkel going double ref probably, and WhoCares War Factory first. I've sniffed out a dog. That is gonna be in the hands of Goat, piloted by Goat here, because dogs are not real. Birds are government surveillance drones, and dogs are not real either. As we all know, that's common knowledge at that point. Engineer from Morkel getting pushed back. Nice stutter stepping with the dog. Not losing it thus far. Picking off rifle by rifle. Ah, look at that stutter step micro. You telling me this man has never played StarCraft before? I don't think so. WhoCares now also trying for his engineer play. It's not gonna come together. Oh, unless those oil drums get ignited. Would be a shame if anything were to happen to them, right? The riflemen don't get a single shot off here. Oh, this is going really sour. Really sour for both Morkel and WhoCares. There's gonna be a flank on the engineer. Going for a concave. Nice idea, nice idea. It's gonna kill off the engineer. Nice. Well played. Now running into the dog, though, is not the smartest. He should have just stayed. Stayed or exfiltrated or whatever. Could have had that for cheaper. Lots of veterancy on the blob of Happy already. Man, WhoCares is not getting good trades in at all. Not a single one. And Happy up to double oil derrick here. This early game is definitely going in favor of Happy and Goat thus far. Yeah, Happy even saves so in chat. That's right, son. So we're seeing the War Factory out. Both went for double ref again. Yeah, double ref all across the board. Happy is really ahead with his War Factory timing. Okay, I've been praising Goat's macro timings. Thus far, throughout the series, he's had the slowest building placement, whatever. This is not the greatest impact, but it definitely changes my perspective here. Okay, the Ranger snipes another engineer, and is gonna be able to pick off lots of rocket launches as well. Nice. That's a nice little added bonus. Oh, juicy. 4 rocket soldiers, 1 engineer. Hell yeah, give me that. That is a very worthwhile pick off here. Block on WhoCares' War Factory. You know, that's kind of really bad. He's on 2 harvesters. Field defenses don't want to get forced early. Oh no. It's trying to block off with sandbag walls. Lockdown. Yeah, That was the kind of lockdown I was expecting here. At least the ranger got some mad value. Man, unlucky. Or just good play from Happy. Good map awareness, not getting boxed in. They need to reclaim those derricks now. It's 4-0. Oh, 3-0 for the time being. Okay, this engineer is inside an APC. No way you're getting past this one. If I were in Happy's shoes, I would just let those oil drums sit here and bait WhoCares in. Bait him in with the ranger. Then ignition. Oh, it's just staying to trade a little bit. Shave off a little bit of health. Kill one of the riflemen here and there. Oh, wow. That was an attempt at capturing the FCOM, but a pillbox has been forced from Happy, so he's gonna have access to gem mines for free. I was not aware. There's an FCOM here, so you can just place a free refinery here. Whoever player takes this is gonna be at a massive eco advantage early on. Alright, first MCV out here on this side of the map. The other team still far away from an expansion timing. Alright. But Happy has his base established firmly. This is going to be an all-out base push. WhoCares going all in here? Uh-oh. He's given it away. He's crushed all the fences in the middle. Seriously. The entire army reacting here was just on the back of WhoCares crushing the fences. Happy heard that? Oh no, he's sitting in the oil drums. Oh! Ouch. That is terrible. This is gonna get swarmed and flooded from both angles, and especially Happy, who's got the larger army by far right now. Uh-oh. This is starting to look like disaster strikes. Can get at least a couple harvests with the Tesla coil. Well, maybe they can push him out. Let's see. But for the time being, it's looking like Happy's gonna be able to take this engagement and then turn around. Yep, that's increasingly looking like it. Wow, good flamer shot though. So Goat and Happy right now struggling to remove this base infestation, but the Tesla coil is dead. And the entire infantry lines got crushed by the heavy. Oh, the crush RNG has definitely been with Goat throughout this entire series. But at the end of the day, that was just a big mistake from WhoCares. GG, 6 minutes and 20. That was honestly a misplay. Crushing those fences immediately gave it away. Happy turned around without blinking twice, and that was that. Yeah, hadn't he crushed those, he might have had a chance at inflicting more damage. But that's all conjecture, because we're seeing ourselves confronted with a 3-0 in the finals. Yeah, very decisive victory, but also very well played from both teams regardless, and I'm really happy I got to cast all of this. Caution has live casted all of that on his channel, so definitely check out the recordings there as well, because the immediate visceral reaction is always fun to watch as well. Yeah, next week we're going... Oh! Brief announcement, RATL Season 10 signups have started. So get your tickets now to front row seats, and also, yeah, participate. We've got many new players. We've also got an entire division which is going to be filled up with newcomers again, so definitely, even if you're not at the highest skill level, just try and participate. It's an awesome and fun event for everyone. I can only highly recommend it, and Masters Division is going to be stacked. The pressure is going to be on for Goat here. He needs to prove he has to win 2 titles back-to-back. That's kind of tradition and customary for RATL champions. We've never had a single champion 3 times, and we've never had a single champion only 1 time. So definitely the pressure is on for him to perform this time around. That's it for the time being. Thank you for watching, and we're going to be back with more 1v1 casts and also Company of Heroes casts. Now that lockdown has commenced, I've got more time, so it's definitely you can expect 1 OpenRA cast plus one Company of Hero 2 cast per week. Awesome! See you next week. Thanks for tuning in. 5 Aces out.
Battle control terminated.